Hello, scholars. So today I would like to show you how to use track changes and comments in your document. As you move through the dissertation process, most professors will require that track changes and comments are used by both parties to monitor your progress. Okay, so I'm going to show you first in Outlook 365 because most of you will use that through your school accounts. And then I will show you how to do it in the app if you have an older version. So I have uploaded my prospectus through the Word app. You just go to here and you find Word and you can upload here. Okay. And it opens my new document here. Now, the first thing I'm going to want to do after I've done my first time writing only is I'm going to want to turn on track changes. But I'm looking at this ribbon. I don't like it because I'm used to the older Word app. So I'm going to change it to the classic ribbon so it looks like the old way. Okay, so please be aware you can do that. Now, the first thing I want to do is I've got some of my work in here, my name and the date, and I've put the title. I'm going to turn on track changes for everyone. Because if my chair makes any changes, I think I want to see that. Okay. And now I also want comments to show. So I want that on, right? Okay. Now I went ahead and posted something in here so that I could show you how to use track changes. When track changes are on, we can show, the red for what you've crossed out and everything like that. So look, my prospectus, my research has not been done yet. I don't want past tense. That's a big mistake. That's a huge no-no. You don't want IRB to think you collected data before you collected it. So I'm going to cross that out and correct it. See that? So it shows what I crossed out and it shows what I've corrected here. Okay. And now look at this. This should be double spaced. So I can highlight that and I can fix it. So we'll put double. Okay. Now notice there's reformatting suggestions and everything here. Okay. Now, something else that I might like to do is make other corrections, or say I want to add to this. Okay. Um, all right. See that? You can see my new tab. You can see all of this. Now, say I want to accept these changes. Say now my stuff is completely marked up. Say let's say I don't need the definition of bullying in here. And I just want to delete that because it should go someplace else. See, now my paper's really starting to look all marked up, right? I can accept track changes. Now, for my students, once I read something, I accept the track changes to keep it from getting all marked up. Some professors don't. So here's where I can go back to our review tab, which is where I had turned on track changes, remember, and I can accept. See that? And I can do it again. And it's highlighted when I accept it. Now I can also reject a change. Did you know that? So this is highlighted. Say I made a change and I decided I don't want it. I can reject the change and it went back to what it was. And don't forget, you've got those wonderful undo and redo options, right? So undo and redo is on the home tab. I can undo that because I know that my prospectus should be in future tense. Okay. Now let's talk about comments. So let's say I want to reply to a comment or I want to use a comment. Again, those are under the review tab and I want show comments there, right? And I'm going to put a new comment. Look at that. The purpose of the study should contain a brief overview of how the study will be carried out below. All right. And now in 365, I need to hit that, send it so it stay there. I can reply to that comment. I see some of that information below, right? You can reply to that. And it's okay to reply to comments when you're going back and forth like this, because one of the ways that we're monitoring how you learn is by following the changes. For me, if I find myself repeating myself or trying to find a new way to say something, I know my student needs some extra support. So it is okay to reply to these so that we know you addressed every single comment. That's a good idea. Now you can also delete comments, right? I can click on my comment and I can delete it, right? Let's put it back because I want to show you how to click through it. Okay. Notice that when I delete the main comment, the reply was deleted. You can also click through the comments. Say you're looking for something specific. It'll take you. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted show comments. Next. And it'll take you through them and you can click through them previously. You can delete comments. You can add new comments yourself. Usually you'll highlight or place your cursor near where you wanted the comment to make a new comment. Okay. Leave comments. Now, my one final suggestion to you about using track changes is to keep one living document. I always save the latest version of my document with the last date that I worked on it, so I know which one it is. But once I send it to my chair or to my reviewer, I don't keep working in another document and get all these versions confused. I wait till I get their feedback back and I have one living document. If you have multiple versions of your document, you'll be confused. And if you always use the latest date that you had at the end of it, you'll be good to go. Now, let me show you how to do this in the Word app, which honestly I'm far more comfortable with. Okay, so this is an older version of Word. You can see it here. It has some other features that you should know about, like under for track changes. If you can't get your comments to show up, something's going on here. You need the final markup to show. Okay. You need, I use balloons. So I show only comments and formatting in balloons. That's but this changes where your changes show up. Okay. And then I have all reviewers, but if there were multiple people reviewing my document, which you'll get with having a committee, every reviewer's name shows up there. Okay. So I can go down and I've turned on my track changes. It's on. Okay. And now I can go ahead and I can look at my purpose of the study. And look, the same mistake here. Purpose of the study is, now let's say I want to make corrections in the Word app. So I've got it all programmed correctly. See, I cross it out. I can put the correct word. It all pretty much works the same way. Oh, look, this isn't formatted the way I want. So I can go ahead and make that double spaced. And see this here, this is indicating that I have, look, formatted. You can see the formatting change. Okay. Now I can do the same thing. I can go ahead and delete information. Maybe I think this information is extra. I can delete it. It's all marked up. I can rewrite it. Okay. And then accepting track changes and rejecting track changes all work the same way. Here's accept. You can either accept and move next, accept change, or accept all changes in the document. If you're ready to accept everything, you can do that, right? I can undo that. Say I made a mistake. Okay. And oh, look, see the red line there? Indicates there's a mistake. I can accept that change. I can accept and move next. I can also do my comments here the same way. I can put a new comment, highlighting what I want, replacing it where I want to go. I can hit reply. See, I have my cursor there. I can just do new and it comes underneath. You can respond to somebody. Right? And you can delete them one at a time or all of them. So look at that. You can delete all comments and documents or just delete one at a time as they apply. Okay. So I hope that clears up. See, that should have been. See, that's a quote. And you can see I changed the formatting. Okay, so I hope that clears up how to use track changes. Remember, in the old Word app, you can also tell the reviewing pane where you want it to be. I prefer it over here. Some people prefer it across the bottom, right? But you just want it set to final show markup. You want track changes turned on, and you can have these accept and reject, previous, next, whatever. But this is critical for you to use through your dissertation journey. Most professors will want that, some don't. I return work unread when my students don't use it because I'm relying on that to monitor their progress. So thank you very much for tuning in today. You have a good day.